In the world of hunters, there's one rule that overrides any rank: the weak are consumed by the strong. Most people are calling episode 5 of Solo Leveling a transformation episode. I call it a reality check. We finally see Sung Jinwoo step out of the shadows, but he's not just fighting monsters anymore, he's dealing with the most dangerous creature in the dungeon, human greed. I'm Horikita, and you're tuned into Otaku on Air. Today, we're analyzing the pretty good deal that turned into a death trap, the rise of the C-rank spider, and why you should never trust a man with a smile as fake as Hwang Dongsoo. Let's see if Jinwoo has what it takes to survive the betrayal, or if he's still just a sacrificial pawn. The episode opens at the hospital where Jinwoo is preparing for discharge. This segment highlights his glow-up following his survival in the Instance dungeon. The hospital staff, particularly a young nurse named Choi Ura, are seen gossiping about Jinwoo's physique. They are stunned by how he went from a scrawny, battered patient to having a world-class athletic build in just a few days. When the nurse enters his room, she finds him mid-workout. She is so flustered by his new appearance that she asks for his phone number. In a comedic moment, Jinwoo, still mentally stuck in his world's weakest mindset, cluelessly assumes she needs it for administrative follow-up. Jinwoo returns home and interacts with his younger sister, Jinho. Jinho is shocked to see that her brother has grown significantly taller, noting he's grown even though he's in his 20s. She jokingly asks if he's going through a late growth spurt. Alone in his room, Jinwoo reviews his system interface. He has 12 unassigned ability points. He decides to invest heavily in agility to improve his speed and reaction time, while putting a few points into strength and perception. Despite his new power, Jinwoo is still broke. His landlord calls about overdue rent, and he realizes he needs a high-paying job. He finds a listing for a fill-in member for a C-rank dungeon raid. The pay is unusually high, 2 million won, but there's a catch: he doesn't get a share of the loot. He is just there to meet the legal 8-person quota required to enter the gate. Arrives at the construction site gate and meets Hwang Dongsoo, the C-rank raid leader. Dongsoo is welcoming but dismissive, viewing Jinwoo solely as dead weight needed for the headcount. Jinwoo meets another quota filler, a young D-rank hunter named Jinho. Jinho stands out because he is wearing incredibly expensive, high-end armor. He is a rich kid trying to prove himself, and he immediately latches onto Jinwoo, promising to protect him, since they are the two lowest-ranked members. As the group prepares to enter, Jinwoo notices a major anomaly: the party has no healer. This is extremely dangerous for a C-rank dungeon, but the other hunters laugh it off, claiming they are so strong they won't need one. Jinwoo's heightened perception makes him suspicious of the group's true intentions. The party enters the gate, and Jinwoo immediately notices something strange. The dungeon is unusually dark and lacks the glowstones typically found in active gates. Since Jinwoo and Jinho are the quota fillers, they are tasked with carrying all the heavy equipment, luggage, and spare weapons for the higher-ranked hunters. Jinho, dressed in his expensive, high-spec armor, tries to act cool and promises to protect Jinwoo. He is still completely unaware of the danger they are in or the true nature of their companions. The group is suddenly ambushed by giant ants before the ants even appear. Jinwoo senses them using his increased perception stat. He warns the group, but they mostly ignore him until the monsters drop from the ceiling. Hwang Dongsoo and his team handle the ants with brutal efficiency. Jinwoo stays back, observing their combat patterns. He realizes that while they are strong, his own senses are now sharp enough to track their movements easily. He chooses to keep his strength hidden, only striking an ant that gets too close to him when no one is looking. The party reaches a massive cavern at the end of a tunnel. Instead of a boss room filled with monsters, they find walls glistening with high-grade mana crystals. The crystals are worth a fortune, far more than the raid reward itself. Hwang Dongsoo realizes they didn't bring the heavy mining equipment into the boss chamber. He tells Jinwoo and Jinho to stay in the room and keep an eye on the sleeping spider while the rest of the team goes back to the entrance to fetch the gear. As soon as the main party exits, they pull a lever/block the path, effectively trapping Jinwoo and Jinho inside with the boss. Jinwoo realizes this wasn't an accident. Hwang Dongsoo is a lizard, a term for hunters who murder their own teammates, specifically the weak ones, to avoid splitting the loot or to cover up their tracks. The giant light glow spider fully awakens, its massive size and multiple glowing eyes making it a terrifying C-rank boss. Jinho is paralyzed with fear. Despite his expensive gear, he has zero real combat experience. He realizes that the party leader, Dongsoo, has left them as bait to keep the boss occupied while they make off with the crystals or wait for the spider to eat and fall back asleep. Unlike Jinho, Jinwoo remains eerily calm. He analyzes the situation like a video game. He realizes he can't escape, so his only option is to kill the boss to survive. Talk about a total backstab. Kitchen Knife Episode 5 just proved that in a world of monsters, humans are the real villains. Hwang and his crew think they've left Jinwoo to die in that spider's nest, but they have no idea they just locked a wolf in a cage with a sheep spider. Seeing Jinwoo stand his ground while everyone else panicked. Pure hype. The world's weakest is officially dead, something much darker is taking his place. Chart increasing fire next week, the leveling ends and the payback begins. Hit that subscribe button, because you do not want to miss Jinwoo's revenge.